Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. So I just got back from a trip in Utah and I was thinking to myself, man, I'm glad I got all this gear. So I figured for this holiday season I make a top 10 gear list for things you're going to need to hike during the winter. And as always, guys, if you want to purchase any of the items mentioned in this video, make sure you check out the links in the description below. Alright, starting from head to toe, you got to get yourself a good hat or beanie. Now, this is a super cheap one. This has lasted me about 3 seasons. I think it only costs like $5.99. If you want to get a little bit fancier, you can, but the main thing you want this for is to keep the heat from escaping from your head. Next item is often overlooked and really taken for granted, and that is a really good pair of sunglasses. Now, I've been using Oakley sunglasses since I could afford to buy my own pair of sunglasses. These are not your cheap Nike Asian-made lenses and frames. These are ridiculously high-quality frames. These lenses are distortion-free from tip to tip. It's got a nice base right here so it wraps around, and the most important thing is that it is distortion-free even from its smallest tip all the way to the ending here. I like this G30 pink lens. I've been using it for a very long time since it came out with Oakley. You're going to notice a lot of football players using it in their visor, and that's because it is extremely high visibility and high definition. Alright, next up is getting a good neck device. Just like a beanie, this is going to stop the heat from escaping right around this neck area in your jacket. It's also going to stop wind from getting down in there. Now, normally I use this material gaiter here, and when I need to, I'll put it up over my nose, and I'll use a chamois as a backup because you can wrap this around like a turban on your head. So this is my backup. Having a good neck device, good thing. Alright, next up is your first layer of the layering process when you go out during the winter, and that's having a good base layer. I always recommend using a good pair of thermal underwear. This is not your old school 1970s, 1980s thermal underwear. They are super high tech now. They come in light, medium, and heavyweight fabrics, both synthetic and natural. The purpose of this is to sit very snugly against your skin, so you want it to be a little bit tight fitting. It's going to keep you dry, it's going to dry quickly, and most of all, keep you warm. Now, for the second layer, you can use pretty much whatever you like to. My only recommendation there is just make sure that you can remove it easily. Now, for the outer layer or the third layer, get a good insulated jacket. Now, you don't have to buy a new one. I was really lucky. I used to live back in Hawaii, and there was tons of snow gear from people that upgraded their jacket, so I got a really good deal on one. That one finally gave way, and I got this Columbia jacket. Just make sure that it's waterproof, it's insulated, and try to get one with a hood. If there's one that you can hide the hood or remove, that's great too. But having a hood on your jacket will really protect your head, especially if the wind is getting you from the back. That stops the back of your neck from getting whacked. And also this one has a little brim on it, so like when the water hits it, it's going to run off the front. So having a good jacket is essential. Now, this next item I feel is optional, and that's having a good pair of pants. You should, in my opinion, have a good pair of soft shell pants, like what you would use for snowboarding. They're going to be waterproof. Some of them have insulation on the inside. I've been using jeans, but man, when those jeans get wet, they get real heavy and they're very hard to move in. So my recommendation is to get a good pair of soft shell pants. Now, the next item the military really makes a big deal about, and that's taking care of your feet. You're going to need a good pair of socks. Now, these are by Wigwam. This one is from Fox River. I've noticed that the Wigwam socks are normally a little bit thicker and are a little bit warmer, but the Fox River ones are thinner, but they also dry out a lot quicker. I really don't have a favorite between one of these two, but the main point is get a good pair of socks. And of course, to go with those socks, you're going to need a good pair of boots, all right? The only thing that I'm going to recommend is getting them waterproofed and getting them fit properly. You need a little bit of wiggle room up in the toe area so that when you're going down, your toes aren't smashing into the front. And you're going to also need a little bit more width because those socks are a little bit thicker, and you're going to need more circulation in order for your blood to move through your feet. So make sure you get a good pair of waterproof boots that are fit properly. Alright, so I think we're on item number 9, and if you're really afraid of being cold, get yourself a bag of hand warmers. These are really cheap. They come in a pack just like this. You're going to rip it open, just stick them in your gloves, close them up, and it'll keep your hands warm. And the last item on this list is get yourself a good pair of micro spikes. They don't have to be crampons, right? Those big crazy metal ones. Just get a good pair of micro spikes. These are meant just to get you across the icy patches on rocks, and I can't tell you how many times I see couples out there. I mean, not even just a little bit of incline or decline, and they're just slipping and sliding all over the place. Get you a good pair of micro spikes, because if you don't have them when you need them, it could be very painful. Well, alright guys, that's the ending of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you want to purchase any of the items mentioned in this video, make sure you check out the links in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.